Icon.
Just listen to his body crash into the ground.
Remember, this is a no disqualification matchup.
Look at this. Uh-oh.
It's been an incredible night so far, and King, we still have that big main event to go.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait for that. There's no telling what we're going to see in that match.
Icon felt that. Once again, this is a no disqualification match. Chairs, tables, the ropes, everything is legal in this contest.
Oh, look out! He's reeling! Ah, look at this! Watch it! What an impact from that kick! Yow!
Icon.
You talk about
Icon.
Uh-oh. It might be time to run. Oh, no!
Icon.
He's looking to put his opponent away right here. Oh, Icon! After all of these shots to the head, I've got a feeling that Soup's going to be on his diet for the foreseeable future.
Two. Three. Icon wins.
Here's your winner, the Icon.
An emotional victory here tonight.
Man, oh man, what a battle!
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to... And the opponent, from Chicago, Illinois, Hot Stuff.
Bienvenue to our fans around the world from Montreal, Quebec. Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
And folks, let me assure you that tonight's show is a lot better than JR's French. Sheesh.
Well, there's no question of that, King. These Montreal fans are ready to get started, and so am I. So what are we waiting for? What a reversal. superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, and that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
But at the same time, King, no one makes it up the ladder without pushing themselves to the very limit. It's a very fine line to walk.
These superstars are at the top of their game, JR. They make it look so easy.
They sure do. You almost forget about the years of training and sacrifice that went into their careers. Oh, man, I think we're about to see a high-risk move here.
So, JR, are you enjoying the match so far?
Yes, I am. I think these superstars are putting on a hell of an exhibition here tonight.
What's your favorite part of it so far?
I don't think it's happened yet. My favorite part of the match will be when you quit gambling and let me enjoy it.
Now, JR, keep your words soft and sweet because you may have to eat them later. I don't think anyone's walking away from this match unscathed.
No doubt about it, King. This was going to be hell on the anatomy for sure.
This match has the potential to be an instant classic, but I think these fans are too stupid to realize it.
How can you say that, King? How can you insult the intelligence of these WWE fans?
Well, I heard that we gave them an IQ test, and the results came back negative.
Folks, I've got to apologize for the King here tonight. He must have gotten up on the wrong side of somebody else's bed this morning. I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do.
Well, that's the name of the game, JR. You got to keep moving. No dog ever peed on a moving car.
Oh, that's a lovely image, Ken. I'd ask you where you come up with this stuff, but I don't think I want to know, quite frankly.
So who do you think's going to win this match, JR?
I'm not even going to hazard a guess, King. These superstars are so unpredictable that that would be just about the most foolish thing I could possibly do.
I've been looking forward to this match all night, JR. I can't believe it's finally underway.
This has been a hotly anticipated contest, and as far as I'm concerned, it's living up to the hype.
No question about that, JR. The fans certainly seem to be into it, that's for sure.
And when it comes down to it, that's all that matters.
Look at this, JR. Can you imagine SmackDown putting on a match half as good as this?
No disrespect intended for our SmackDown colleagues, but no, I can't, King. I truly believe Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
And you hit the nail right on the head there, JR. The dominant brand. Not the slightly better brand or the sort of superior brand.
Absolutely not. I'm a Raw man, and I have to believe we're head and shoulders better than the competition.
You won't get any argument from me, JR. SmackDown. Uh-oh. This isn't going to be pretty. I thought I'd pick the winner before the match started, JR. Now I'm having second thoughts.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, King. Usually I wonder if you've even had first thoughts.
So come on, JR. Just between you and me, who are you pulling for in this matchup?
I'd like to see a clean victory by a superstar, with a lot of heart and a lot of intensity who puts on the best performance possible for the fans, King.
1, 2.
Let me tell you, JR, you won't see action like
3.
this anywhere except on Raw.
That's for sure, King. There's
4.
not another brand of sports entertainment out there that can compare with
5.
Raw.
Now, if only we could get that through Michael Cole and Taz's heads, then they'd
6.
stop running their mouths on SmackDown. What a finishing move! I get chills every time I see it. I wonder how far these superstars are willing to go to get the win here tonight.
As far as it takes, King. We've seen them put their bodies on the line time and time again. And I'm sure tonight will be no different.
This could finish the match right here.
And it's been reversed. Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this thing.
What? Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? It's been obvious to me since the start of the match.
Oh, really? Well, then, why don't you just enlighten the rest of it?
Flat on your back with your shoulders on
1,
the mat is no place
2,
to be.
3.
Oh, boy.
What a match. I wonder if we'll ever see a rematch. You talk
Here's
about
your
a
winner.
restaurant quality beatdown. There's no
Hot
question who won that.
stuff.
Not after the referee counted the 3 count, JR. That's about as decisive as you can get.
What an amazing match. I certainly would not be adverse to seeing a rematch. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to another sold-out Raw event from Portland, Oregon.
Well, it's been too long since Raw has come to Portland, JR. These fans are going crazy.
They certainly are, and who can blame them? I guarantee the Rose City's going to get its money's worth tonight.
Look at these superstars, JR. They absolutely refuse to be intimidated by each other.
There's a determined look in the eyes of these competitors. No one's giving an inch.
This is great, JR. Would you call this one a slobber knocker?
It's too early to tell, King, but it's definitely one hellacious matchup, no doubt about it. The submission has been expertly applied, and now it's just a matter of time.
That's right, JR. You've either got to break the hold or get broken by it. See, JR, this is exactly why Raw is the #1 brand in all of sports entertainment.
You're absolutely right, King. We've got the best superstars, the best fans,
And the best announced team. Don't forget that.
I was going to say that until you interrupted me. Now I'm just hoping I haven't lost Taz's phone number.
It's matches like this that make this the greatest job in the world, JR.
Absolutely, King. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Oh, boy. You might want to close your eyes, JR. This one could get ugly.
You're damn right it could. It could get bowling shoe ugly. And that's what this business is all about. It's not ballet, you know.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows, we've been up there for so long that that would be no easy feat.
I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these fans would be disappointed if they didn't go all out.
Well, that's easy for the fans to say. They've never set foot inside that ring.
No, but they spend their hard-earned dollars to watch what goes on inside. And without them, we'd all be out of a job.
2, 3.
This match has the potential to be an instant classic, and I think these fans are too stupid to realize it.
How can you say that, King? How can you insult the intelligence of these WWE fans?
Well, I heard that we gave them an IQ test, and the results came back negative.
Folks, I've got to apologize for the King here tonight. He must have gotten up on the wrong side of somebody else's bed this morning.
I've been looking forward to this match all night, JR. I can't believe it's finally underway.
This has been a hotly anticipated contest. And as far as I'm concerned, it's living up to the hype.
No question about that, JR. The fans certainly seem to be into it, that's for sure.
And when it comes down to it, that's all that matters.
What are they going to do next?
I couldn't even begin to guess, King. That's why they say anything can... And here's the pin!
1.
That's not near a 3 count.
Man, is there even going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done?
1.
Not if they have their way, King. Everything they came in here with tonight is going to be left in that ring, mark my words.
3.
I hope these fans appreciate it, JR. These superstars are putting it
4.
all on the line for them right here tonight.
1.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I'm not going to keep it to myself if it's all the same to you, King.
This could finish the match right here. These superstars are so unpredictable.
We could be looking at a pinfall here, folks.
2.
Was that 3? No! Come on! I think someone's going for a high-risk move, JR. This is a perfect chance for a finisher. Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's going to go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that could go either way.
You know, JR, it's obvious that the only exercise you get is stretching the truth or jumping to conclusions.
Well, judging from the shape I'm in, I don't appear to be doing too much of either, King. You're looking pretty fit, though, I must say.
Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths were going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it... Oh boy, here it comes! By knockout.
Here's your winner.
That's about as brutal as it gets.
Hot
You
stuff.
talk about a slobber knocker. That was a human demolition derby right there.
You know, JR, usually when you say things like that, they sound silly. But I can't think of a better way to put it. What a match!
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. And the opponent, From parts unknown,
You're watching Raw action coming to you live from Boise, Idaho. Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler. And King, take a look at these Boise fans.
This is great, JR. This capacity crowd is on its feet, and they can't wait to get started.
Neither can I. So without further ado, let's show Boise why Raw is the greatest brand in sports entertainment.
There's the reversal. Yes, that was an incredible move. What strategy?
Strategy, my Oklahoma ass. That's cheating, plain and simple.
I tell you, JR, this one has the potential to be a match of the year candidate.
No doubt about it, King. As far as I'm concerned, any WWE match has that potential. Everyone on the roster is an accomplished wrestler.
What a finishing move. I get chills every time I see it. I think I know who's going to win this one, JR.
Oh, really? Enlighten us, King.
Wait a second. Why are you so eager to hear my... There's the pin!
1, 2.
There's no way that was going to be a 3 count.
What a counter! These superstars are at the top of their game, JR. They make it look so easy.
They sure do. You almost forget about the years of training and sacrifice that went into their careers.
I'd hate to be that referee, JR. Can you imagine having to tell one of these superstars no?
Boy, I think I've had nightmares about trying to do something like that, King. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears have been shed in that very ring.
And I think there's going to be a lot more shed here tonight.
No doubt about that, King. These superstars are going to leave it all in the ring. You can count on that.
These superstars are putting on a great match so far, JR. If they make them up, these fans will let them hear about it.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. These competitors know that their paychecks come straight from the WWE fans. They're not going to let them down.
Yeah, but if they don't keep the fans happy...
If wishes were fishes, the world would be an ocean. But that's not the case
1,
now, is it?
2, 3,
I wonder how long these superstars will be able to keep this up.
4.
They'll go as long as they need to, King. And if they can't,
5.
they won't be having their arms raised after the match. That's for damn
6.
sure. I tell you, King, I've got no earthly idea how these superstars
1.
can maintain this intensity week after week
1.
after week.
It's not easy, JR. There's no off-season.
2.
It's not like you've got 6 months to recover after WrestleMania.
That's for
3.
damn sure. And that's why I don't think there can be any doubt
4.
in anyone's mind that the superstars of the WWE
5.
are the greatest athletes in the world. Oh, man, I think we're about to see a high-risk move here. What a reversal.
What are they going to do next?
I couldn't even begin to guess, King. That's why they say anything can happen here in the WWE.
So who do you think's going to win this match, JR?
I'm not even going to hazard a guess, King. These superstars are so unpredictable but that would be just about the most foolish thing I could possibly do. Oh, come on down. How about a little more wrestling and a little less posture?
It's called adding insult to injury, JR, and I think it's great. Any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match.
That's for sure. No matter how beat up you are, you can't ever let your opponent know the extent of your injuries.
And that's easier said than done, JR. The human body can only absorb so much punishment. We could see a finishing move. This could finish the match right here. These superstars are beating the heck out of each other, and this crowd can't get enough of it.
It's what they paid to see, King, and they're getting their...
Here's the pin! Could this be
1,
it?
2.
He was a split second away from a 3 count. These top rope moves are always difference makers, for better or worse.
This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody would be pushing up daisies right now.
And you've got to admit, that makes for a much more interesting match, JR.
It sure does. But I just hope these superstars can settle their differences in the ring and leave it at that.
You think these fans have gotten their money's worth tonight, JR?
If they haven't yet, I'm sure they're going to by the end of this match.
Well, I don't say this too often, but I completely agree with you.
I'll tell you what, King.
Wow, there's a hole you don't want to find yourself in, JR.
You sure don't, King. We've seen many a superstar tap out to this one.
The intensity of these superstars is unbelievable.
No doubt about that, King. The fans are getting their money's worth here tonight. And it's been reversed. These superstars...
Oh boy, here it comes. But that's the match.
These
Here's your winner.
superstars beat the hell out of each other until one of them was no longer able to
The
stand.
villain.
There's no better way to prove who's the better superstar, JR.
I have to agree, King. If your opponent's unable to continue the match,
And the opponent, from parts unknown, the Giant.